Give me a sec. There we go. Looking good today. Let's check how we look, shall we? Looking good? I've got my legs out. Worked hard. That's it. Come watch my channel, people. Come to me, my precious. One ring to rule them all. What is fucking tit? Right. Let's get to some actual YouTubing. Shit, wrong video. No, go back. Can you tell I haven't been doing this long? Hang on a sec. Gotta share the stream out because gotta be hustling. Hang on. Gotta hustle for that dough. There you go. We're hustling. Look, we're not even gonna share a donation link tonight. Like, I mean, should we? I mean, ooh. If you want to share my stream out, it's entirely up to you. It's quicker than me fucking doing it, I tell you. Because I am a busy woman. I have been at work, have full-time jobs. I actually work 4 days a week. Surprising that. People, jobs, leaving their house. I mean, holy shit, who knew? You could leave the house, go get a job and make money. It's revolutionary, I must admit. If anyone has my link, you can share it out. Full permission to share my stream out. Hey, AMC. Good evening. Gonna give people a chance to come in. I need to get my Discord up. Oh, so little time because I've been at work. I know. People are... What is that? Hang on a sec. Someone sent me something. The fuck is that? Oh, hello. We're going to give it some time. I'm going to chill out for a second, look all sexy, because apparently I'm a harlot. So we're going to be like... Also, my back hurts because I've been at work all day. And I haven't had a chance to do anything today. My God. Okay. Oh, dear. How are you this evening, AMC? Sorry, I've just got to check my Discord. I'm a busy woman. I have a life. I have businesses. I have stuff that I need to do. I can't always be around on fucking YouTube. Amazingly enough, I have a life. So we're just going to wait and give it some time. And then we are going to play the clips from Eli. Eli has new clips. J-Rom's loaded some new clips today. I am ecstatic and cannot wait to load it. I wish Eli had done a live or something that I could comment on. But I have been at work since 7:30 this morning because us working stiffs actually do 4 days a week. So I have been busy working. But we'll give it a chance. We'll see who turns up. May not be a lot of people turning up. I know there's like a really important interview that people are watching at the minute. Something to do with Dana Kane and Bubbles. And honestly, I don't give two shit about Bubbles. I really don't. Bubbles is just another YouTuber that was like panhandling and getting money off of Tammy. And then as soon as it wasn't convenient for Bubbles just kind of disbanded. Like, I'm not even going to get into the Bubbles situation because honestly, I don't have time for Bubbles drama. Hey, Ricky, how are you doing? I'm doing fantastic. I mean, look how I look. I look amazing today. Yesterday, I was a wreck. I had a blip. I had a bit of an emotional day. Sorry, I was taking online yoga classes. You do know there's a world out there, Side Joe. What you want to do is you want to get in your car, go to a yoga class, and then you can stare at that ass right in front of your face. You're missing an opportunity to get some class ass butt action in your face in real time, Joe. You don't need online yoga. Whoever uses online for anything, you need to get out and leave your house, because those fine ass girls, you know, they want Joe there watching them because they don't go to this gym, yoga class just to be like yoga girls. They want men staring at them. Of course they do. I am amazing. Yes, I am amazing. How are you, Ricky? I know you haven't been around a lot. But my channel, if you didn't notice, was demonetized. I'm still working on that as we speak. I know everybody is probably watching the expose on Tammy that Dana Kane and fucking Bubbles are doing. But honestly, I'm over the Bubble shit. Bubble just needs to pop and disappear. Because it's not doing Tammy any good. This whole Bubble thing's gone from like 0 to 100. And I'm not even going over there to listen to Bubbles bullshit. Because I know Tammy's a decent person. Tammy, has been around a while for me. I've known Tammy, I don't know, maybe 6 months, maybe a bit longer. But I've never had a problem with Tammy. I've never had a problem with GLM. I've known GLM, God, must be 6 years. 5-6 years I've known GLM, and she's a doll. Having health issues as usual. Oh, Ricky, much love to you, though. They're hate bonding. Yeah, it's another Eli circle, isn't it? Everybody that hates Jamie flocks to Eli, and now everybody that supposedly hates Tammy flocks to fucking Dana, and that's just fucking bullshit at the end of the day, isn't it? I'll flag that video once it's gone up, because I guarantee you Bubbles will want to keep it up. It's on Dana's channel, I believe, and I wouldn't watch Dana if you paid me. She's a common criminal. I'm not going over there to fund her espionage or whatever she's doing. Hope it gets better for you, Ricky. Yeah, I do too, Ricky. You always seem to have some issues, my darling. But we've been live for 8 minutes. I'm going to give it till 10 minutes. We're going to give it 2 more minutes. And then I'm going to play Coach Eli's new clips that were released by Coach J-Ron. And these are Dawn clips. This is what Dawn kind of thinks about Eli. I got permission from J-Ron to use any of the clips as I wish, because J-Ron is the T. Sweet. Yes, sweet as. I wish Eli had gone live or something and it'd been a bit more fun, because he doesn't, he keeps saying he's going to go live more, he's going to do this more. I don't know how he's planning to make up the hours on that other channel, his first one, to keep it monetized, because he's done no content. It's going to lose demonetization. It's going to get demonetized. It has to. There's no way, the fact he hasn't loaded anything in 8 months on that channel until like 2 days ago, that he's going to have enough watch hours. Impossible. And the other one, even that I don't think it'd have the watch hours. I think even that would be pushing it, because when he was doing his DoorDash, he cut his hours back. I wouldn't laugh if he lost demonetization. It would be his comeuppance if he lost it. I wouldn't shed a tear over it. I would be undoubtedly happy if he lost his monetization, because he took mine. And believe me, when I get back on the first, I'm coming for you. You want to target somebody? Eli's definitely going to get it. He took my demonetization, and all's fair in love and war, Eli. You want a war, you're going to get one. I don't bow down to any man. He want to flag my channel? Well, mofo, you've done 3-4 videos of me recently, I'm going to flag you too, Eli. And I haven't flagged you because you know why? Because I'm a decent human being. I don't need to go around flagging people. But I will. Especially if you mention my name again. This woman takes no shit from no man at all. That's not being a feminist. That's being a dominant. And, you know, is J1 going to drop a new voice clip? He dropped 3 earlier. I don't know if you've heard them, Joe. It depends if you've heard them. I haven't because I was at work. But let me get the clip and then we can see if you've heard it. There's a couple that J-Ron released earlier today. These are today's clips. I don't know if you've heard them. If you haven't, then this is new to you. If you've already watched them, then this isn't new to you. Tomorrow will be the next one. Yeah, I haven't listened to these 2 clips yet. Ooh. So this is how Dawn feels about Eli.
As a man who has never had children before in his life or been married or done anything like that, right?
So that's the first one where she says that Eli hasn't. Let me just practice again. Let me turn it up a bit.
Says a man who has never had children before in his life or been married or done anything like that, right?
So this was her making an exclamation that Eli's never had kids, never been married, and basically he has, hey Sasquatch, he has nothing to comment on. He's not been married. He doesn't own his own place. He doesn't have kids, but he's quite quick to jump on the bandwagon. And hey, Pig Bomb, much love, Pig Bomb. He's quite happy to jump on other people, like the second, you know, that they have a marriage problem, a problem with their kids, like he knows how to fix it. And then there's a second clip, which is a longer clip. This is 2 minutes, 25 seconds. And this is about a fight that Dawn, and Eli had. So I'll play the clip and then we'll talk about it.
I agree with you, but he is so butthurt right now that I cannot get him out of this. Like, I'm literally, I told you I could suck his dick right now and that would not put a smile on his face. Know what this side like hustle, the door dashing, what is that bringing in, and you know how, like, what are you gonna do for money, and like she made it clear that, you know, I'm letting you live here rent free, you know, because I could charge you $2,000 to live here. And I was just you. But he is so butthurt right now that I cannot get him now, and that would not put a smile on his face. And like, I don't know what to do. He got so overwhelmed last night. Like, he was doing his show, and I went upstairs and I talked to his mom, and yeah, his mom set down some fucking rules. Like, I went up there to talk to her about his birthday today, and then she like was like, so what are y'all the door dashing? What is that bringing? And how, like, what are you gonna do for money? And like, she made it clear that I'm letting you live here rent free, because I could charge you $2,000 to live here. And I was just like, woof. And I went downstairs, and when he was done with the show, I was like, yeah, you need to go talk. That he put out that a break. I'm just like, dude, that's ridiculous. And like I said on our other chat, what he's not realizing is that when he's doing his streams, our moderators are like grown ass people that have jobs and are usually at work and can't be there, and they're catching the restreams, or they're asleep because they're on the other side of the country. You know? So I just don't know. He's really stressed out right now, and I don't know what to do with him.
Sorry about that. I don't know what it is. StreamYards has been fucking up for fucking ages. StreamYards is fucking horrendous. I don't know about you, but trying to share something on screen, fucking StreamYards, is like pulling teeth. I'd have been better to play it from my fucking phone and show it to you guys. I'm sorry. I'm a terrible YouTuber. I'm going to fire myself. Now we know why he was such a crybaby on his stream. Yeah, mummy wants rent. Surprising that. I think because no one donated. No one did donate on his birthday. And you know why no one donated on his birthday? Because he was a bitch boy. He was a rampant bitch boy that day. Now, don't get me wrong. Everybody wants to have a bit of fun on their birthday and everybody wants to be thrown some money. But he was like, you're going to pay me or I'm not going to stream. Like, who does that to their followers? Being like, well, if you don't give me $20, I'm not streaming tonight. Like, and so what, Eli? Do you know what I would have done on my birthday? That would have been stream. The fact you have a lady and you could have gone out to dinner, gone and seen a show, gone to the set, done anything. Go spend the fucking night with your mother. I don't know. But did you really have to stream twice that day on your birthday? I know you had, I was going to give him 200, but then he made that. You can give me 200. Give anybody 200. You know, the fact that he was like, well, if you don't donate $20, we're not streaming. He's very entitled to people's money. Yes, that's exactly what it is, Sasquatch. Basically, the prognosis is that Lady Baby moved in, or Dawn, whatever you want to call her, and Eli couldn't afford them. And Mummy, yeah, Mummy Mellis basically said that Dawn was living there for free and he could be charged $2,000. They could charge Eli $2,000 to live there. Mummy's doing a friends and family discount by letting them live there rent free. So when Dawn moved in and Dawn didn't have a job because obviously Eli helped her get fired, it then came to, well, where's the money coming from? And this side hustle of DoorDash, which was not making any money, because as we well know, and if you've watched all his DoorDash videos, he wasn't taking DoorDash orders. He was refusing to do work. He was basically sitting in a car for 3 hours going home to Dawn going, yeah, we didn't make any money today. It's literally the easiest way to make sure you get no money. Yeah. An absolute narcissistic takeover. So if you don't remember that stream, that was back, I think Anna said it was like December when he did his birthday. Sounds like Mummy's running a homeless shelter. Yeah, she better have a fucking soup kitchen on premises as well, because I bet you Dawn eats with those drug munchies, as we call them. So basically, the story goes that Eli has always claimed that he pays his rent. Does he not? Is Eli not claimed for ages that he pays, what was it, $2,000 to live in that place? But as you just heard from Dawn, Eli doesn't pay $2,000 in rent. Mummy basically lets him live there for free because she knows her little baby can't make the money. And with Dawn there now, they're both living there rent free. And that's not flying with Mummy Mellis, which is what we said would happen. He couldn't keep her there for free. So we went to DoorDash, started working on DoorDash, and DoorDash hasn't helped him at all because then he lost DoorDashing. So now what is he doing? He's meant to be doing YouTube full time. In the last week, he's loaded like 2 videos. So I don't know where his money's coming from, but it doesn't sound like Bank of Mum wants to fund him forever. Sounds like Mummy is running a yeah. That picture of the studio fucking cracked me up. Always acting like a multi-million-dollar studio. Yeah, he went on and on about his studio, the setup, and oh my God. I mean, I sit on my couch with my laptop. I don't give a fuck what my studio looks like. I will do. I am preparing my office. I am having an office slash bed sit slash bedroom. Was that really his studio? Yeah, I believe so. It's a pity we didn't see the squirrel Mike in that picture for confirmation, but I have it on good authority. That's the picture. So is Eli living rent free because it makes no sense to add $2,000 because there is an extra person who moved in? No, the standard rent for that house is $2,000. But Mummy Mellis, Mummy Dearest, lets Eli live there rent free because obviously, I mean, do most people charge their kids rent? Absolutely. I charged mine rent when he lived here. He paid for his bills. He paid for his food. I taught my son to live on his own 2 feet. Mummy Mellis, on the other hand, was paying for Eli to live there, probably to be nice. But now that Lady Baby's moved in, Mummy doesn't want to pay for their rent anymore. She's like, well, you can't live here rent free. Eli can live there rent free, but Dawn can't live there rent free. That's why Eli then went to do DoorDash to fit the bill. But let me get this straight. He expected to earn £2,000 a month from DoorDash. What did he say he earned in an average day? Was it like $100? I mean, you'd be stretching it, Eli, to get what you wanted at the end of the month. I wonder if he even asked his mum if his girlfriend could move. That is a good question, because I don't believe that Mummy Mellis, which is what we're going to call her, would have turned around and said, yeah, move your drunk, alcoholic, DUI, criminal girlfriend in. Well, it'll be an entire house party. I doubt it. I doubt he even asked, because I think she would have said no. She would have looked at the prospects of this girlfriend with the DUIs, the court cases, the fact she lost her job, she's an alcoholic, She quite clearly takes drugs, whether she does anymore since being in Melis's house, don't know. But pretty much I could see Mama Melis just going, no. He even has less life experience than I thought. Yeah, no kids, no marriages. Most of his relationships have been under 5 years. He's been cheated on 3 times, from what I gather. He tried to defraud his own brother's company, wasn't it? Where he was scamming money and his brother took the fall for it to protect his younger brother. Eli's a scummy person. Nothing I put out was edited or clipped. That is 100% real and sent down by a couple of people. Yeah. This is everything that's ever been released by J-Rom has been fact-checked, bona fide, completely checked. I was helping pay for things at age 16. I had my first job when I turned 17. It says he pays a mortgage. I'm assuming the dad already paid that house off, so the mortgage is nil. Well, as you just heard Dawn say, the rent is $2,000 a month. The rent is still $2,000 a month. I'm going to guess at some point they've claimed the money from that place, because Dawn said the rent was $2,000 a month and that they weren't prepared, or Mummy Melis wasn't prepared, to have Dawn there rent free. So it still means that there is rent being paid on that place, but it isn't by Eli, it's by his mum. And she now is footing the bill to have Eli and Dawn there rent free, and she's just not having it. That's what that means. Mummy Melis doesn't want little Eli living there rent free with his girlfriend. They now have to start paying, which was why when bills were coming at the end of the month and he was talking about the first and needing money, that was because he was trying to DoorDash. And then obviously she's got her DUI, so she can't DoorDash because she's not allowed to drive. She's a disgraced nurse, yeah. And then when she was working in a different job, she was turning up work drunk. Now she's a third-time offender DUI. She's got a tag on her foot. She can't leave her house for 3 weeks, is it? Apart from appointments, psychiatrists, whatever. She's basically housebound now with Eli. And what's he got her doing? I don't know, because they've not made any YouTube videos. She's not gone out to work. Eli stopped doing DoorDash. So how he's making this money, I have no idea. It must be an impossible feat to have someone on a house arrest tag that can't go out. Although she can work. Don't let that stop you, Eli. Your lady can work. She just has to declare that she's going to work and coming backwards and forwards, and you'd have to drive her to work. Or God forbid, she should take a bus. You know, those like square things with wheels. She could take a bus to and from work. There's nothing stopping you working on a tag. All you have to do is notify the office that you are going to and from work, and you can go to work with a tag. Jay is an honest guy with integrity. Yeah, they don't even leave for therapy. They are now doing video chat therapy. Yeah. So not only has he taken away the freedom of having to see a therapist or a psychiatrist or a counselor, she now has to have counseling sessions with Eli. Like, I don't know about you. And let me put this out there. If you have a significant other, J-Rom has Anna, whatever, if they had counseling sessions, would they be averse to the other person having counseling sessions without them? Basically, talking to a counselor and getting their thoughts, their feelings heard by somebody else. Now, if you take J-Rom and Anna, I cannot see J-Rom being averse to Anna going to a therapy session without J-Rom there. If she needs a therapy session one-on-one with a therapist, you know, I can't see the harm in it. But it sounds like that Eli is using these therapy sessions to still try and micromanage Dawn. Nelly called her Dana for a minute. We're all human, Eli, like you more. If you were honest, yeah, what the fuck? Why can't they go into therapy? He can't be around in-house therapy. Exactly. Yeah, during video therapy means she gets absolutely no privacy to talk to her therapist. Yeah, because Eli doesn't like the fact that she was going to these therapy sessions and one was with him and one was without. And the stuff that she was saying without him, obviously he was worried. And that to me not only shows narcissism, but it also shows being a control freak. It shows that he's not comfortable, hence going back on his lunch breaks every time he did DoorDash, constantly getting up to have to check her. He might as well just have a camera on her 24/7. I travel for 3 weeks at a time and she's been home alone without me for over a month. So if Anna wanted to go to a counseling session, see a therapist, whatever, you're not going to have J-Rom being like, oh, no, you can't go to a therapist till I'm back. We're going together, because that's stupid. If it's couples therapy, obviously you'd expect the two parties to be there. This is how couples therapy works. This isn't couples therapy. This is therapy for Dawn to get to grips with the fact that she's an alcoholic, she's druggied or drug addict, whichever she is. She's got 3 DUIs. She's currently on house arrest, and they need to get to the root of the core of her drinking, her behavior, and nip it in the butt before she ends up in jail. She already sounds like she's already in a prison. Yeah, she's in a prison technically right now of her own making, because she's choosing, if you want to call it, choosing right now as the victim to be put in this position of her own doing. She moved in with Eli. She's agreeing to literally everything, because not only is he now her breadwinner, he's basically all she's got. And vice versa. He's ostracized from what I gather, everybody. Friends, family, daughter, all gone. Kaput. Don't know if they see them very often, but it doesn't sound like it. Have you seen him on live? She even makes a squeak. He goes running towards her. Yeah. It's like he just expects to go through there and her to be on the floor. And he's always, I don't know if you've ever watched him. If you watch a stream with him, you can hear on occasion that he's constantly like looking towards the door and expecting her to come in, or he constantly stops talking on occasion so he can kind of hear if she's talking to somebody, like if she was talking to Holly on the phone or something. He's always listening and always looking. Couples therapy does have one-on-one sessions. Yes. Couple therapies, generally you'll do a couples therapy where you'll have the man come in and he'll have a session. Then the woman will come in and she'll have a session. And then they'll both come in and the therapist will talk about what was kind of said in both and try and come up with the bigger picture. No way in hell would I be putting up with that shit. I would rather be on the street. I mean, she doesn't have to live there. She doesn't have to live there. She could effectively get out, go elsewhere. I mean, her mum is an option if her mum at this point is still talking to her. Evidence to the contrary of that. We've barely heard her talk about her mum anymore. And to be fair, she barely talks about her daughter. Because in all honesty, any stream she's been in recently has been about Jamie or this peace agreement, or it was about liking constantly and then going at Ginger. So she hasn't really had an opportunity to give like an update. You know, Ashley's meant to be preparing for a wedding. You know, she was going to visit her mum so many times. You know, funny how he's been so silent after the DUI stuff come out. Yeah, he's not answered any of that, which is why J-Rom's dropping clips. If Eli's off the internet and he's not seeing this, I mean, I feel sorry for you, really. I mean, you could have just answered J-Rom's question and we wouldn't be dropping voice clips. I mean, how long would you like it to go on? J-Rom's going to put them out there. I'm going to put them out there. I am going to link them in my Discord just to make sure enough people get them. I'm permanently disabled since 2001. My husband has been taking care of me and working full time. I can't imagine being with a boy like Eli. I feel sorry for it. Yeah, go to a woman's shelter. Go to your parents. Go to a friend's house. What was that friend that Eli took away from her because she did a background check on this guy, which is sensible, mind you, sensible. There was a background check done on Eli by a friend of hers right when they first dated because this woman thought Eli was shady and a bit and she actually confronted Dawn and said that she thought Eli was a bit shady. And then they did a background check, of course, on Eli, and found he'd been bankrupt and, everything else, found his YouTube. It's easy to find someone. If you want to find someone on the internet and find stuff about them, it's not that hard. Run. Yes, run. I don't know which one she commented on. If J-Ron can tell me, I could show you. Well, fuck me. A lot of people have commented. Jesus Christ, people. Where's Dawn's one? Which one did Dawn comment on? True Bodacious. I remember seeing that. Is Bodacious here? Oh, Bodacious. Did I say hi? She's in a weird competition with her own daughter. Clips are in the Discord. Ooh. Hello. Oh, I've got to go to my live now. Oh, Jesus, J-Ron. Oh, I'm sorry. I would use my computer, but it seems to be having technical fucking problems, so I'm trying to do shit from my phone instead. It sucks being me sometimes. Ooh, the narcissist one. Okay. California, Sasquatch, no. Puppy love. Ooh. Okay. Ooh, hello. Okay. So this is it. Hopefully you can see that. This makes... Hang on. Okay. Right. This makes me sick. Holly shares shot like that moment. Have all of you never felt frustrated with your significant other? If you say no, then you're a liar, just like you are lying now. Now explain to me. This makes me sick. Holly shares screenshots like that. The question I have to ask is, if you say no, you are lying, just like you are lying now. Lying about what? This is a voice note. This is you, word for word. These aren't clips. These aren't fabricated. These aren't made up with a voice modulator. This is you. Hook, line, and sinker, Dawn. This is you, word for word. And as J-Rom says, I never lied, period. And since you want to call me a liar, I'll be calling the prosecutor and informing them of your false documentation. Lady Baby then says, I'm saying if you have been frustrated with a significant other, you can't admit to that, then you are lying to yourself. Donating blood. Oh, Bodacious, you are such a good person. So then Lady Baby, and then Coach says, I absolutely have been, and you know what I did. Dealt with my problems, dealt with them, not told others, and you have issues. If you don't see the abuse he's putting you through. Dawn then says, I appreciate your concern and advice, but I'm a grown woman and make my own decisions. Eli has done nothing but help me in so many ways. I'm sorry if we did anything to upset you or trying to live a happy, peaceful life. Anyone think that's Eli writing that? And then you got Chrissy coming on here saying, Josh Call won't be the only one. There is many of us calling to report you to your AA meetings and forging people's names. And then Lady Baby's answer is that's funny. There's no actual proof. Plus the case is closed, Lamo. Ooh. I mean, just because the case is closed, darling, doesn't mean you aren't doing some underhanded shit that needs to be, I mean, if you go and read this, J-Ron's put a link in there. If you go read it, you know, she doesn't make herself look good. She basically says that there's no proof that she forged documents. But I'm going to gather Holly has some kind of proof that these documents were forged. No proof. She uses Holly's name, who's in another state that couldn't have signed it. Exactly. Yeah. What proof do you need? Then she carries on. And then J-Rom says there's a thing called statute of limitations and it's not too long to make the report or case. I'm not going to read anybody else's. I'm just reading Dawn's comments and I'm just reading J-Rom's. And then she says, I honestly don't know what I did to you to want all this hatred. I wasn't drunk that day. I had a seizure in the car, so get your facts right before you assume. Yeah, I think you were probably drunk, my dear. I mean, we can read court documents. I mean, no court document had said you'd had a seizure. Is that what you're going with for your case, that you had a seizure? Yeah, okay. You seizure quite a lot for someone who doesn't have epilepsy, just saying. And then J-Rom says, you were drunk. The police didn't lie. They either did blood or breath test and you failed. Yeah, this isn't fabricated, darling. These are court documents. Are you trying to tell me, you know, you can read mine too, I'm driving. Oh, okay, Chrissy. I'm not going to read anyone's comments without permission, to be honest. I don't want anyone flagging me or reporting me. Just because a case is closed, if another crime is committed, it could be looked at again. It could be do you know a court case can actually be reopened? Look how many murder cases are solved, closed, and reopened. Yours is no different. I said the whole line, I appreciate your concern, but I'm a grown woman, while my ex was beating the fuck out of me. So there's a reason she's still there. Maybe she doesn't want saved. Maybe she doesn't. Okay, Chrissy said I could read her messages. Hang on a sec. Okay, so Chrissy wants me to read her messages. Where did Chrissy put? Chrissy. Okay, so Chrissy says, I read that one. Josh, here you go. You know what makes me sick? People that constantly drive drunk. That's what makes me sick. You need to go to jail, not some 3 weeks house arrest bullshit. I totally agree with that. And then Chrissy says to J-Rom, she must think we are stupid. And then respectfully and maturely replies to Chrissy saying, I don't think anyone is stupid. They just don't get the whole truth from the actual person involved. The police reports don't lie. I appreciate the feedback and wish you all the best, but I have to get some work done this morning. What work? You're on house arrest. What work could you possibly be doing on house arrest? What work do you do on house arrest? Are you telling me that you didn't have time to type a message because you were doing housework? What, do you live in a mansion for 3 weeks? The police report, which we have shown, which I'm sure J-Ron will show again, shows that you, yes, you, Dawn, didn't have a seizure. You were off your tits on alcohol because you had either a blood test or a breath test that said, and I quote, that you were inebriated or drunk. Cops don't pull you over for DUI for a seizure. And if you want to try that your medication has enough in to flag you for being drunk, not going to happen, love. Sorry. I know science too well when it comes to forensics and stuff. It's not going to prove that you had enough medicine in your blood to be 2-3 times over the limit. It's not going to happen. They don't hand out DUIs for seizures. She's trying to use, I guarantee you, what she's trying to do is she's trying to claim that there's some drug she takes that contains alcohol, right? And this alcohol content flagged enough on a breathalyzer to prove she was 3 times over the limit. And that she'd had a seizure because she hadn't took her medication, or she had. Honestly. And I'm glad you got out of that. It's pretty common for people to cover for their abuser, and this is exactly what Dawn is doing. If Dawn wants to cover for her abuser, got no problem with it. She wants to be battered 10 shades of shit from Eli. I don't care. What I do care about is DUIs where you could kill someone and you're forging documents, and now you're calling the police report a lie. Now, I'm going to be blunt with you, Dawn. I don't know what bullshit Eli is filling your head with, but when you take a breathalyzer, my darling, and it proves that you're over the limit, you're over the limit, whether it is a blood test or a breathalyzer. If you breathe into that tube and it says you're 3 times over the limit or 2 times over or just a scooch over the limit, you are drunk driving, dearie. You can't keep using this Caesar excuse fucking constantly. It's a dead end excuse. If your needs are that strong, then you shouldn't be driving again. Make better decisions. Yeah. If she was having that many seizures at the time, why was she behind the wheel? Why take that risk that she could die, let alone killing somebody else, if she'd had that many seizures? Why wasn't Eli coming to pick her up? I think they are both shitting bricks. They should be. Turns out I got my days mixed up. Blood donations. Bodacious. Bodacious. Get a calendar. She probably needs to hit a low to get out, and that's different for everyone. How low do you go there? You're forging court documents. Forging court documents. AA meeting documents that stipulate that you're getting your shit together. You're going to an AA meeting so that you can get your life back on track. Fuck knows, you may even be able to drive a car eventually again. But they ain't going to let you drive a car, darling, because next time if you're caught with a DUI, they're going to whip your ass in jail for up to 3 years. Minimum. That's if you don't kill someone. You want to kill someone behind a car, you're getting 15 years to life. And there is no reprieve for saying it's a seizure when you kill somebody. The man and his woman living at mama's rent-free. I am living at my mama's, not rent-free. I have my own flat. This is my flat. I am a 38-year-old woman and I have my own flat. I pay for my own bills. I pay for my own food. I don't live under bank of mum. I work full-time. I don't have time to be sitting at home, all day, every day, checking on YouTube, watching who's fucking watching me and making videos. I don't have time for that shit. I actually have a life, which is unlike some of these people on the internet that seem to have so much fucking time to make videos and content and go on and on and on about other people that don't really bear any, Eli doesn't bear any harm on my existence by forging court documents and all this. None of this is going to reflect on me. None of it affects me. What does affect me, though, is the fact that he's so fucking nonchalantly doing it. The fact he was caught doing it, made aware that we know he's doing it. And even then, deniability that this is happening, even though someone said it's happening, come on. You come on here and you rant about honesty and truthfulness and being an upstanding man and that, you want to be this, oh God, how do I put it? What's the word? Trustworthy, reliable. I don't know. All women in here work and have real men that work and got their own job. I'll move out. on my own when I find a new job and transfer out of state. Yeah, I have my own job. I've always worked. Always worked. First job was when I was 17. I've always had my own places. I lived here. I've lived in a bungalow. I had a 2-bedroom economy eco house. I've always had my own places since I was 17. I literally got up, went to college, went to work, had my own place. And I've had my own places ever since. I've moved from different parts to different houses. I've lived with my significant other. I've lived with my kids. I now live on my own because they are older and they've moved out. I don't have a significant other anymore, and I fund myself. But the point of the matter is, Raven, you're a strong woman. Amen. Thank you so much. I'd like to think I'm a strong. I mean, I have my days. I had a blip like the last couple of days. If you've been watching my channel, I've not loaded anything. I ain't loaded a thing. I've spent the last 2 days not loading anything. And why? Because I didn't feel like it. Truth, honesty, upfront, didn't feel like it. I do have my off days. I mean, I'm human after all. Like any other person has a bad day. I had one. But you know, I put on my big girl panties and I came and live streamed today for you guys because I actually value my subscribers. I really do. I actually enjoy live streaming. You know, I work all day and, you know, sometimes you want to talk to someone other than your colleagues. And because I obviously live alone, you know, I see my boys, I go see them. But my son works 12-hour shifts. He has his own life. We have the grandchild on the way. We're busy, busy, busy. You know, when we were living together and he was living here with his girlfriend, you know, things were a bit more chaotic because, you know, small place. It's only a flat, mind you. We were on top of each other. But, you know, now he's not here anymore. He's moved out. He's got his own place. He's got his own job. Things are better. They're not great for me. Personally, I've struggled a bit. Not struggled financially, but I've struggled being alone. I mean, coming home in the middle of the evening and this is what you come to. There's no one here. It can be a bit daunting. You know, the first couple of times I slept in the house alone when my son moved out, I didn't really like it because I was so used to hearing their TV and I was so used to hearing them in the back room. It was a bit different to having no one here. I was going to premiere one tomorrow, but I'll go live and play it. Oh, Betty, I think Tammy's gone live. Did I see Tammy go live? Is she gone live now? I think. Is Tammy live? Is Tammy live or is it a premiere? Because I can't remember. I don't want to overshadow Tammy's live if she's live. Yes, Coochie's gonna go live. Yes, she's live. Ooh. What do? Do I stop my stream so we can go support Tammy? Should we do a Raven raid and you can go all support Tammy? Because what is it? I can't remember what she's doing. What's the stream? Hang on. What is it? Let me tell you what it is. I can't remember what she was streaming. I've been off the game, all right? Oh, it's the frank and open discussion with Angels Don't Fall. Oh my God, I'd forgot she was doing that. Ugh. I'm a bad person. What should we do, guys? Should we go to Tammy's? Should we go to Tammy's channel? I don't have to live stream. I can come off. We can go support Tammy. So if you want to like and subscribe, give us a big thumbs up. Support the channel. PayPal link is in the chat if you want to go support me. help me out either way. Like and subscribe, thumbs it up. Go over to Tammy's and tell her it's a Raven raid, and I will see you there very shortly. Thank you all for being here. And obviously, Coach J Rom's going to be sharing some more juicy gossip coming up. But I love you all. I'm going to go support Tammy. Tell her Raven sent you. Good night, all. I want my streaming. Oh my God.